Hey everyone, Fierce Technology here. I'm going to be doing a review between the Blackberry Bold 9900 and the brand new iPhone 4S. First thing I like to do is a physical comparison test just to see size differences between each of the models. So here we go. So as you can see, we've got the battery door or the SIM tray door on the side here. With the Blackberry, we've got the charger, 3.5mm headphones on the top, 3.5mm headphones on the iPhone, and the lock key on the side, and we've got the lock key in the middle on the Blackberry. On the side right here we've got a launch button for the Blackberry, normally the camera button, and we've got the volume up and down, same thing with the iPhone, volume up and down, and we've got the silent buttons right here on the side as well. Also these little slots right here are used for the antenna on the iPhone 4S. Okay, now we're going to go to camera. Camera on the Blackberry Bold, 5 megapixel LED flash. Camera on the iPhone 4S, 8 megapixel with an LED flash as well. The new camera on the iPhone is much more upgraded improvement over the iPhone 4. So we've got a lot better colors, a lot better quality in pictures. Image sensor is a lot higher, so it's definitely a lot better quality pictures. I've played around with the cameras both extensively. I'm not a huge fan of the new Blackberry style auto always in focus, which they've gone to on the Bold. So when you're taking some close-up pictures and stuff like that, it's actually a lot blurrier. So I'm not a huge fan of the close-upness pictures. As far as regular pictures go, the Blackberry Bold does offer a great camera. It's probably one of the best cameras on a Blackberry smartphone before, as far as colors and all that go. I've done a lot of extensive shooting on the iPhone 4S as well. By far the best camera phone ever for any phone that's been on the market. So if you're a huge picture taker with your phones, iPhone 4S definitely the best camera out there right now for a phone. Video quality goes, we've got 720p HD on the Bold, and we've got 1080p HD on the iPhone 4S. So much more improved video quality as well. Just like the camera, for picture taking, the quality of the videos on the iPhone 4S is amazing, superb. Screen size on the phones, 2.8 inch screen on the Bold. We've got a 3.5 inch screen on the Apple iPhone 4S. They call it Retina display as their new type of screen technology. I find both screens actually great quality as far as colors go and clarity, so not a good improvements over the previous generation phones. Obviously the screen size or the screen quality on the 4 is the same as the 4S, but on the Bold they've got the much higher resolution on the Bold, and it's definitely huge improvement and works really well. As far as built-in memory goes, with the Bold we've got about 760 megabytes of internal memory with expandable memory card slot, and they have cards now ranging from about 32 and 64 gigabytes expandable. So iPhone 4S comes in 16 gigabyte, 32 gigabyte, and 64 gigabyte models. No expansion as far as memory goes. So if you grab yourself a 16 or a 32, you can upgrade it to a 64 just by putting in memory card. So if you're picking up an iPhone, definitely decide which memory you want first, because there's no memory card slot, no upgrades on there. As far as Wi-Fi capabilities go for each of the phones, they both run the 802.11b, G, and N, so you're going to get the fastest speeds as far as Wi-Fi goes. I've used both the phones extensively as far as browser goes. Both really nice browsers. Blackberry, huge improvement over the last generation smartphones from Blackberry as far as browser goes, so it's got the really nice smooth pinch to zoom. And obviously iPhone known for its browser, so definitely a good quality browser. Both of them are really good. If you're a huge internet person, I really don't have anything bad to say about either of the phones as far as browser goes. One keynote though is that because the screen size is smaller on the Blackberry, it's definitely going to be a little bit harder to see things if you're viewing a page that has a lot of stuff on there. So keep that in mind. But as far as just if you're a light surfer, Blackberry is still a great way to go. If you're a heavier surfer, go with the iPhone. I mean, iPhone's definitely got the bigger screen, so it's going to be easier. But as far as quality in both the browsers, I think they're now both equally good quality browsers. As far as typing goes, I've been a BlackBerry user for quite a long time. I'm now using the iPhone as my sort of main line at the moment. That could change within a day or two, who knows. But I have found, obviously, that the keyboard on the Bold 9900, it's by far the best keyboard of any BlackBerry I've ever used. It's just so much easier to type on. The touchscreen keyboard on the iPhones, it's good. It's better than a lot of other touchscreen phones that I've tried. But I'm still a huge fan of just the actual physical keyboard, the physical button feedback from the BlackBerries. So if you're big on typing and all that, so you're doing a lot of emailing, a lot of texting, and you're not big on the web browsing, the apps and all that, then go with the BlackBerry for the keyboard itself. Just that alone is what's keeping a lot of people there. So with the new iOS 5 upgrade, Apple has introduced iMessage. So one thing I would like to say about iMessage, because BlackBerry is known for their BBM application right there, BlackBerry Messenger, but as you can see on the BlackBerry, it is a separate icon, and it's a separate list of people that you can talk to on BBM, whereas on your iPhone, the actual iMessage program is built right into the messages format. So when you're actually chatting to people like you are as a text message, you've also got your iMessage mixed in there. I wish there was a separate icon. I'm used to that separate icon on the BlackBerry. So you've got that separate contact list. So you know who's on BlackBerry, you know who's on BBM. Whereas now, if you're typing a message on iMessage, if it sends in blue, you know they have an iMessage account set up. If it sends in green, then you know they're just using their standard text message. So not a huge fan of that. Would have preferred a separate app. Who knows, maybe with a future update we're going to see a separate app for that, but that's how it is right now. But iMessage does work great. It's just as good as far as messaging goes for chatting, as good as BBM. It's just that separate contact list thing that I'm not a huge fan of. Like I said, I do use the iPhone 4S right now as my main phone, so I have used this phone quite some time as well. As far as reception goes, I'm going to have to say BlackBerry still gives far superior reception over any of the iPhones that I've used. As you can see, I have both these phones hooked up to the network right now. They've both got their bars of reception, but if you look right now, the iPhone does have about one or two less bars than the BlackBerry does. So BlackBerry is far superior as far as reception goes in the area that I am. I do live near an area that does have a lot of trees and forest around, but as you can see, BlackBerry's pulling through with full bars. iPhone's still slightly down on that. So reception-wise, BlackBerry's the way to go as far as reception. Even voice quality, I think the voice quality on BlackBerries is just far superior over the iPhones, especially the new Bold. Definitely great quality sound, great loud speakerphone. For phone calling, awesome. It's an awesome phone, is the Blackberry Bold. One other thing I should have mentioned before is that the weight of the phones. So the Bold is a much it's a much bigger phone than the previous generation BlackBerries as far as wideness goes compared to the previous Bold, but they have cut it down as far as thinness goes, and it's not very heavy. The actual iPhone 4S is slightly heavier than the 4 by about 2 grams, so we've got about 140 grams for the 4S and about 130 grams for the Bold 9900. So you do notice the weight difference, though. I mean, I know it's only 10 grams, but you definitely do notice the weight difference on the iPhone. So I mean, if you are dropping this, or if you're using the phone without a case, not very smart with the iPhone with the front and back glass, and it being a little bit heavier phone, it's going to definitely take an impact if you drop it. So definitely recommend a case. I'm a huge fan of cases anyway, so if you don't use a case on your phone, if you drop it, that's kind of your loss, but I definitely highly recommend cases. I don't have cases on the phones right now, but as you can see right here, I've got cases. I do take them off for the video so you guys can see the full phones, but I'm a huge case fan. I always use cases on my phones, so definitely a good idea to use a case on both phones. One of the last things that I'll go over is apps. iPhone, it's definitely known for apps, has over 500,000 apps. BlackBerry's, it's starting to roll more and more apps out there now, but it's definitely lacking behind it as far as apps go. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm using the phone right now as my main phone, is just because I do like playing the games. I do like having all those apps on there. Whereas BlackBerry does have apps, but the quality in the apps is honestly not very good. I would definitely like to see a lot of developers coming towards BlackBerry and improving their apps, because I mean, that's a huge thing. People like the apps now. Apps is a big talk right now. So if BlackBerry can keep up with their apps compared to iPhone, maybe not keep up, but even have half the amount, I'm sure they would do a lot better. It's unfortunate seeing the RIM stock drop right now, but I mean, it's not just apps, it's a number of things. But iPhone definitely had an apps over any device, and the quality in the apps is superb. You've got huge companies jumping on board, like Skype, which is a major one, which they don't have on Blackberries yet. So if you're a huge app person, you play a lot of games, you do a lot of the app stuff, go with the iPhone. And one of the last things I'll say is a lot of people buy phones and they're like, oh, I want an iPhone because I can use it as an iPod, I can listen to music. Don't be fooled. There is media player inside of the BlackBerry. If you go into your media and you go into music, there is a music folder right there, and you can definitely go through, and there's tons of different songs you can load up on there. And keep in mind, if you have that separate media card, you can load as many songs as you want and switch that out and switch in another card. So don't be fooled. There is a music player still on the BlackBerry, which I know a lot of people who buy iPhones don't know that, don't know why. I know you're probably shaking your head saying, well, every phone can play music, but there is still people that don't know that. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up. I'm not the type of person anymore to pick a phone. I always recommend whatever phone is good for you is the one that you should pick. So benefits of the BlackBerry, I'll go quickly over. We've got the nice keyboard on there, so it's a much better keyboard. It's got the better instant messaging service, which is BBM. Personally, I prefer the email system on the BlackBerry still. It's just a much more efficient email system. And if you're going towards the iPhone, if you like the full touchscreen, you're used to touchscreen as far as typing, you don't mind that. iPhone's a great way to go. Apps. Everyone loves the apps. I mean, that's a huge reason why I'm using the iPhone now. So apps is a huge thing. So if you're playing a lot of games, you want to use all those applications, then go with the iPhone. Picture quality goes as well. iPhone with that new 4S 8 megapixel camera, LED flash, 1080p HD video. It's a great thing. So you decide which things you're going to use more, and you pick whichever phone is best for you. I'd love to hear it, so post up in your comments below. Let me know which phone you're picking or which phone you want. And if I've helped you out at all, throw me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next review. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.